Every day, large and exotic animals are transported across the globe. The logistics are extreme. Getting them from A to B is no easy feat. It takes a highly skilled team of experts to ensure the mission goes according to plan. But what happens when it doesn't? In this episode, a herd of wild elephants get captured and loaded into transportation vehicles ready to be moved across international borders. This is extreme animal transport. African elephants are the largest animal walking the earth. They live together in herds led by their matriarch. Their immense size and dietary demands have a critical impact on the environment. And although still listed as vulnerable, the numbers have been growing. In some areas of South Africa, the burgeoning population of elephants is beginning to place a strain on their habitat and threatens many of the other species in the area. Debate rages whether culling should be reintroduced. Elephants, rhinos and people have planned an alternative, but it's extreme. Elephant translocation expert Kester Vickery has developed a process for safely capturing and transporting the animals away from areas under threat. Kester and his team have successfully moved over 1,500 elephants to new areas and alleviated the need for culling.
In South Africa, where the populations have increased to a point where they are affecting the habitat in the parks, and we are effectively moving them to new parks where there are no elephants.
On Kuzi, South Africa, 43,000 hectares just isn't enough space for 130 elephants. ERP have been given permission to capture and transport up to 30 Nkuzi elephants. But with reserves across South Africa overpopulated, they must look further afield for solutions. The mission is to drive the elephants across international borders to a larger reserve in Zimbabwe, Mozambique.
This is certainly one of the most challenging operations ever attempted in South Africa, but this is the furthest distance that elephants, to my mind, have ever been moved.
The night before the transport, a scout team tracks down the location of the elephant herd. The team can position and prepare the transport trucks nearby for immediate deployment in the moment. An early start is essential. The team need every available second to capture their complete quota of 30 elephants. – 5 a.m. Transport Day 1. The team is ready to go. But there's a problem. No elephants.
Okay, let's go, guys. Okay, let's go. Vehicles out.
Overnight, the herd has moved on and must be tracked down again. But that's not the only thing that has changed.
Unfortunately, there's been a sudden downpour this morning before capture, just in the one area where we're meant to work, and all the trucks are stuck.
At this stage we're trying to battle just to get to the capture site. We've got 3 trucks totally stuck in the mud, but hopefully we'll get them out shortly.
Kester and the team work efficiently to get the trucks moving again. But it's cost them valuable time. The mission is now running hours behind, and the race is still on to find the elephant herd. Guided by helicopter, the team rest to reposition the ground team around the elephant herd's new location.
The elephants moved overnight yesterday. The elephants were in a much different environment, a different spot and location in the reserve. So this morning we had to change strategy and approach.
The reposition of the herd means that yesterday's preparation work must now be redone, costing the team more valuable time. To make matters worse, the elephants have moved to a section of the reserve that doesn't have access required for the team's heavy transport vehicles.
There's no ways the truck's coming through here.
It's quite a bit of an effort this morning just to be able to get the trucks in. We've had to shift the trucks to a different area and plan a different area. As the trucks need to get in safely and securely, we actually had to remove a fence of the park. We now have to bring in a TLB to surface to get the surface right and level to ensure that the trucks can move across that area safely with elephants, especially once they're loaded coming out. We've got a very good point of access now for the loading trucks, so we all look well set up and squared up for a successful day of capture.
With the ground team now able to access the area, it's just a matter of timing.
The helicopter's herding the elephant. They should start darting shortly. The truck's already prepped to go. The boxes have been prepared. Got everyone on standby, and this operation should get underway in the next couple of minutes.
The helicopter circles the elephant herd, rounding them into small groups. The mission is now in the hands of lead vet Andre S.
Elephant family group capture, quite challenging. You've got to adapt to every situation. It's very much terrain dependent and it's animal behavior dependent.
The elephants need to be grouped so they can be darted with tranquilizers from the air. This is the safest way to be able to begin the transport, but the herd is not going to make it easy.
In a population like this that's been contracepted on an annual basis, they've learnt to avoid the helicopter.
Ideally, the helicopter will be grouping up to 15 elephants at a time, but the experienced elephants are making this untenable.
Just watching them from the air, we decided that it would be a better plan to take smaller groups of 5, maximum 7 to 8 animals.
This will mean more trips to capture their target of 30 animals, but it is a better option than risking the elephant herd splitting up. With the elephants positioned as much as possible, the darting can begin.
The secret is to start with the matriarch. You dart her first and then she anchors the group essentially in an area where we can hopefully work, and then as quickly as possible you dart from the next biggest all the way down to the smallest animal.
So you've got to be cautious that you don't overshoot the animals, maybe to dart one in the front, because then they have the tendency to splinter. And you've got to round them up again before you can put a next dart in. Because if you've got 4 darted and there's one left that you haven't got and they split, you basically end up with a catch and release and have to wake the whole group up.
It's chaotic in the air. The pilot and the vet, there's lots of chitty chatter between them, trying to work out who to get to, where to turn, which animal next. And sometimes it can happen as quickly as, darting one every 15 seconds.
Thing about this area is actually there's relatively few catchable areas, so we had to go relatively high dose. We upped the dose here by about 25 to 30% per animal just to get the down times faster.
We hope that between 10 and 15 minutes we have a whole entire family group immobilized and on the ground ready for recovery.
Now, with the helicopter confirming all the elephants are down, the lead vehicle rushes in to check the condition of each elephant.
From the first dart in till the last animal down was somewhere between 7 and 10 minutes. They handle the drugs very well, quite happy with that, with the time that they sleep, because that's obviously the risk time.
Once the elephant's on the ground team have to be there within instance to make sure that there's no issues, that the animals are all stable.
It's important that none of the elephants have fallen on trees, but also that they are laying on their sides. When in a sternal position on their fronts, an elephant weight can suffocate them or even crush their own internal organs within minutes.
Push. Watch your legs, watch your legs.
The helicopter notifies the ground team that an elephant bull has run off from the capture area. The elephant has been immobilized in an inaccessible area.
There's so many things that can go wrong, so the ground team need to be close.
In this position, the tree branches could impale the elephant if it tries to get out. The team must work quickly to clear the branches around the elephant before it regains consciousness. Fortunately for this bull, elephant hide is extremely thick and tough, and so are the ERP. Once all the elephants are located and safely positioned, the ground crew can move in. Each elephant's vitals are carefully measured and recorded, and each animal is numbered to help with identification.
You're gonna be in business soon, guys.
And then do the cow last. Okay.
Next one.
It's stable. That's fine.
Under normal conditions, there is no animal large or strong enough to pose a threat to these elephants. But whilst unconscious, armed rangers stand guard to ensure they remain safe from predators. The rangers managed to avoid conflict this time. Now that the elephants are stable and lying down on the ground, trucks with inbuilt hydraulic cranes arrive on the scene. The trucks contain custom-built crates where the elephants can wake and recover. African elephants are matriarchal. The leader of the pack is fitted with a satellite tracking unit. This way, they can always know where the herd is.
So one of the main techniques that we use to recover the elephants is once they're mobilized, we lift them up by their feet, upside down, and then we load them into our specialized wake-up recovery crates. It is considered to be the best practice. It's a technique we developed out of necessity actually, and we've now moved in excess of 1,500 elephants using this technique with absolutely no side effects. So it looks horrible, but it works really well, and it's an effective way of lifting and loading an elephant.
The elephants must all be kept in their family groups for the duration of the transport to reduce the risk of stress. This is particularly important for elephant calves who are still feeding off their mothers.
We've got animals loaded. All went well, very successfully. We got them nice and quickly into the trucks. Not too much stress on the animals.
Once they're in the crates, we've reversed their mobilization. They're totally awake.
Getting the trucks out of boggy ground is no easy task, especially with a 4-ton elephant and her calves in it. The wet ground conditions and the sheer weight of the elephants on board have made it impossible for one of the trucks to get back on the road. In this position, the elephants cannot be unloaded. They simply must be pulled out. The erratic movements of the truck are unsettling for the mother elephant and her calves. With the rope broken, the team must work fast to find a solution. But there are even bigger problems afoot. Hearing the commotion, a massive elephant elephant bull has roamed into the area and seems intent on investigating what is happening.
Great working with these big animals, but sometimes you go in when there's totally awake elephants there.
Bulls like this one weigh up to 7 tons and pose a huge threat to the safety of the mission and the team if they become aggressive. They cannot risk the elephant getting any closer. The rangers move into position to protect their team. It's a standoff. Luckily for the ground team, the elephant appears to back down. Focus now returns to the stuck transport vehicle.
This time, we're lucky. It was obviously fairly scary for the crew involved. Very difficult terrain to recover animals, but we're lucky. We managed to get 30 animals, and now in my mind, the big work really starts.
The team has successfully loaded 30 elephants into the transportation trucks. They still have a long road ahead of them, but at least now the elephants can start their journey to Sinai, Mozambique. Tracking, darting and loading 30 wild elephants is an extreme animal transport.